Hello. Is on? Yeah. Hello. So today I'm going to be showing you the work I did. Well, today. Well, technically it's over the last couple of days, but some stuff occurred and I didn't want to post this past 12 o'clock. I work till late as it is. So I I'm I delayed it till now. But over the last couple of days I have done a substantial amount of work. Starting off with the colour. I made it so that everything, apart from certain things like the player, is now black and white, which makes the things that aren't black and white really stand out. Which is also good because it's kind of going in the direction I want this game to look, and the style I had in mind for the game. Another thing I did is, as I'm probably sure you can see right in front of you, is I added a spawn chunk. This is a spawn chunk. Not that. This. And this basically makes it so that the player can't walk backwards off into the endless void of nothing. They are stuck within the game. Wahahaha. Also, I really like how this one chunk is just really decorated. It's really indicating that you need to go up. It's got trees going every other direction, and it's got a big giant ladder in the middle. That's not subtlety right there. So that's that's one of the major graphical changes. Another change is the chunk generator. It's now been finished. We have all the branching chunks, which means that we can play this game like we play Temple Run, and it will work. However, on that note, playing this game like playing Temple Run, I have made one change to the player. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This, all boss parameters / invisible barrier behind the player controller. And it's an invisible barrier behind the player controller. Behind the player, to be precise. So, what it does is it means if you move forward, it moves forward with you. If you move left, it moves left with you, move right, so on and so forth. But the second you move in a direction opposite to one of these, so this is ahead of you, and when you pass it, if you go in a direction opposite to it, so that would be behind you, then the player character, this will start going up, and when it reaches 600, you can't go backwards anymore. I made that change purely just because it allows the game to be able to run for as long as Unity can keep a game running, whereas before it could only run up to a certain point. That point was probably far off into the future because, if Minecraft tells us anything, you can have a bunch of chunks in a video game. But I still would like you to be able to play the game for as long as possible, so I made that change, and it's not like anyone's going to notice. So those are the most important changes. Other little changes is I have made a whole arsenal of weapons. There's the green weapon, there's the red weapon, and there's the blue weapon. The same weapons there were before, but each weapon now has different properties. The red weapon is a shotgun, and it has the second to the least amount of ammo. Oh yeah, all weapons now have ammo. The more you know. But they have ammo now. We done that in one of the tutorials. I haven't talked much about it. Let me check if I'm gonna. Actually, hold on. Okay, so I'm just checked. I have put it in the forums. But yeah, weapons now have ammo. In case it wasn't very clearly stated, they now have ammo. So, on all that note, let's actually get into this and play the game and show you what it's like. There are still no AI, so it's it's a bit barren, but I hope to populate this game with AIs that will try to get in your way. Spawning your way. Spawning the way you're most likely going to go. As I feel like that will make the game really interesting. It'd be a challenge to see how far you can go. And oh, lag spike. I do want to know, lag spikes aren't made by me. The chunk generator used to create lag spikes because it used to instantiate things under other things and under other things and so on and so forth. And Unity doesn't like that. Unity does not like multiple objects under multiple objects under multiple objects. And when I mean multiple objects, I mean a huge-ish list like this of the same similar type of object all under each other. It doesn't like it. So it will cause the engine to go unstable and then it will just freeze. It won't crash, it will just freeze like someone hit the pause button. And then the only thing you can do is, well, hit the play button after that. But, yeah. And as you've just seen, we got branching chunks. We can now go in the X direction. Fancy! And let's just show you this what it looks like from the scene. Oh, and most chunks do get unloaded, but the spawn chunk never does. That's a fun fact for you right there. Fun facts from Kyle. So let's show you what it's like. It's like this. Now I do want to say, because we are making it so the player can't go backwards, the branch chunks also unload. Now, if we wanted to make it so that it was like, what's it called, Temple 1, but we wanted it so that you can go backwards, the branch chunks would never unload, because they contain the data for the other chunks that have been deleted. You see, if we go into, you go into this, they contain that data under this component, and there'll probably be another one that has a Y at an end if it's a multiple branching chunk and all that. But because they contain that data for deleted chunks, logically you would never want to delete them. But like I said, because the player can't go backwards, we might as well delete them when we can guarantee that it's safe to do that. So they do get deleted when it's safe to do that, which is usually when the player has passed the next branch chunk, and then once they've gone far enough away from all other chunks around them, and it goes. So, yeah. We've got an endlessly generated world that works like Temple Run. And it works really well. Even I'm surprised about how well it works. I mean, like I said, it did lag when we had objects instantiated on objects, but once I commented those lines out, it runs perfectly. Now, I would have expected there to be a flaw at some point with a chunk overlapping another chunk, or some chunks just not being generated correctly, but no, everything works perfectly. And I know, I have tried this for ages. I have walked around this endless world for a decent while before this video, and it does work well. But yeah. Now, let's get on to the fun stuff, the weapons. So, this is the red weapon now. It's a lot like a shotgun. And yeah. And there's the green weapon. It's basically a ultra precise sniper automatic rifle. Really good. Takes a while to reload though. And then there's this weapon. This probably takes the longest to reload though. Not 100% sure in saying that. It's basically an RPG, but has a laser beam, and a really cool one. This has the most cool effect so far out of all the weapons, because it draws those lines. Now I do want to preface this. The computer has a really bad time drawing those lines. And that's not this computer, that's all computers. For some reason, the thing that's making the line generation, well, the line rendering work, it's not synchronized correctly, I guess you could say. It's not good. There's not much I can do about it though, especially when you're going the same speed as it. Oh, it just gets bad and bad. But I do plan on applying some sort of update there. I might have to remove the line entirely. That would really suck because it is really cool when it does work as intended. And I've gotten stuck in nothing. There's something solid there? There's not supposed to be something solid there. Oh no, max overburst distance. That's because I weren't passing triggers. This is also why this is exposed. Makes it easier for me to test stuff. But yeah, I think we're getting close to an invisible barrier when we're not because of the overburst distance thing. But yeah. So that's pretty much everything. Don't think there's anything else to show you. I mean, I will say this. I have made major progress with the game. The next thing I want to do now is possibly add sound because still haven't been able to get around to doing that with all the mayhem that has been going on this week. And well, it was either I add sound or I add punch and junk, so I'd rather get this done first. Sound is a second priority. But I hope to get sound added soon. And then after that, well, after I add sound, well, let me think. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to add NPCs. So, got two more things to do at a minimum. Could also do with improving the UI though. Because right now, in case you haven't noticed the astute detail, the box on the thingy, it gets flatter the deeper down it gets. And that's not good. Because when it gets to this deep, it's completely flat and then it's breaking these curves and just ruins the look of everything. So I could do with changing that. But all in all, I think this is a good progress report. I'm pretty sure there's something I need to do to the player as well. Oh yeah, the player still can't die. I need to make the player die. So, need to make the player die. Need to sort out NPCs and then sound. And then that's a minimal viable product. Could also do with making a main menu. And I'll probably be doing that this week. Sometime before or after I add sound. Probably before because I am tired. I deserve a day off, so I'm going to have a day off. And we're going to be doing UI in the tutorial session, so that's probably when I'm going to do a main menu. But yeah. We got a lot. We just need NPCs now, pretty much. And sound. And player death. I also need to fix this, because sometimes this goes up when it's not supposed to. So that needs fixing as well. But I'm going to have that fixed after this video, like a couple minutes after this video, so don't worry about this one. This one, you shouldn't worry about it. But yeah, that's everything. Have a good day, I guess.